Alright, this is Albino and we're gonna play some poker. Let's get this started. We're gonna go ahead and find a table. And generally speaking, when you sit down at a table, you want to try and get next to somebody who has the most chips. I'm gonna go ahead and set down $5, not 10. If I set down 10, there's more chances of me going all in, going flat broke. So I think 5, at least I only go half broke instead of flat broke. I'm going to try and 4-table, and this is just a video on how exactly I play poker, the thought process through poker. We're going to go ahead and try to find multiple tables because a bored player is a losing player. Just sit down at anything. There's a little security notice there. It says don't give out your account information to anybody. That's a very key factor when you're playing on poker sites. You don't want anybody else stealing your money. And you always want to wait for the big blind. Now here's the small blind. It's 5-10 cent stakes. This is real money. And we're waiting on the 10 to come around because if we pay 10 cents, like that guy right here, he's probably going to fold. Yep, see, he just lost 10 cents. And see, that 10 cents is very valuable. You don't want to lose it. Alright, so we're playing on Spain Highway and Pelican Street. Alright, we're going to jump on over to North Folk, and it seems that there's a pile up on that street, so we're not going to be playing there. Alright, let me change my stats here. This is players before the flop, or players that see the flop. So that's what percentage of these 9 people actually see the flop. You can determine how loose the player is or how passive they are by just getting at the right table and seeing this players before the flop stats. Alright. Seems that we've already been at this table. We're going to put down $5. And we already have a note on this Cinepade player. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Right now we're just trying to fill up and find all 4 tables. And alright, we got Trios Avenue. That seems like quite an interesting name. Notice it says 27% see the flop. So that means exactly 27% of these people are willing to just limp in and either fold or call anything in order to see the hand. So we want the higher the number the better. That way we can limp in with the rest of them. Here's the table 5-9. See, the pot for 7 Deuce is only up to 60. I generally don't join those tables unless it's to $1. But you know what? Just for the sake of an old friend of mine, we're going to go ahead and join this table. Sit to the left of the highest person on here. We're going to put $5.15 on. Okay, and what 7 Deuce is anybody who wins with a 7 Deuce and shows their hand gets to get this 7 Deuce pot. Okay, so we're going to try to win with a 7 Deuce. I'm not sure if that means offsuit or not. See, this is an ace queen offsuit. I figure we'll call, we'll just slowly limp in. We'll see how this goes. We're going to try to slow play this guy. He seems to have a lot of money. He probably wants to give us money. So we're going to wait till he just gives us money. 20 cents. There's no flush draws on the board. Alright, we're just going to call the 20 cents. The 10 lands. Ooh, we're getting out because we didn't hit our queen, our ace, or our straight. We're going to try to bluff this guy off the pot. Put a nice bluff bet in there, like a 180. Oh, and he calls, and it's a split pot because he's a little jokester. He had the 3 as well. So we can mark him as a slow player. We're going to fold that. It's important to keep notes on all our opponents. You see on the flop, he actually tried to slow play me. You don't want to slow play me, folks, because I'll either super slow play you, or I'll fast play you. There's some table chat there. Sorry, boss. Whatever you say, boss. It's always good to agree with the boss. You make the boss mad, something's gonna happen. Alright. And we're gonna go ahead and add in some music here because this is just... You gotta get in the zone to play poker, you know? Like, I'm already down on some of these tables a little bit. And that's simply because I didn't have my music going. So let's go over here. Alright, we're gonna call the 10 cents. We got a queen jack, 2 face cards. Can never go wrong with face cards. Hopefully we'll hit our straight. Ooh, when he bets, see, he probably has 2 aces. We're just gonna fold. Poker, contrary to what many people think, it's not about fast playing everything and just huge pots, and you don't win a lot of money just like that in a second, you know? It's really just a matter of hours. So every hour you play, you calculate how many tables you're playing, how many hands at each table, and sometimes, you know, I'll play maybe 200 hands in an hour or something like that, and you calculate your win-loss ratio, and say you make 10 bucks in an hour. Well then, you're making whatever, you know, maybe 6 cents or 60 cents an hour. You know, I forget how to do the math on it exactly, but basically, if you're making so much money in an hour, you divide that by the minutes, and then you're making that much money per minute. And that's how the math of poker goes. You know, there's 2 types of players, I've been told. There's the people that actually feel poker and just sense that something's going to go right, and that's why they play it, because they know. Like, he knew with that ace-jack, or queen rather, that he was going to hit the straight. He's a feeler. He's a feeler player. Other people do the math. And, you know, there's a lot of good players out there that do math. Like Chris Jesus Ferguson, he's a card shark. He knows the math of the game. But other people feel it with their gut, like me. And that's what I do. I do a lot of feeling. Like, some people wouldn't go in on that hand. I didn't go in on that hand. But on this table, if I had a hand like that, I would have went in. Because I knew I was going to hit that queen. Alright. Just posting our big blinds. We want to fold and check any hand that isn't aces. If a hand's close to aces, we're going to go ahead and try and play that one, because the closer you are to aces, the better. This is just regular no limit Texas Hold'em 5-10 cent tables. Alright, if there was some limpers in front of us, I would have played that 4-5 suited, because those are connectors. You want to play suited connectors as long as there's limpers. You don't want to limp if nobody else limps. Ooh, it's only 10 cents. It's a pretty big pot. But I'm just not feeling it. I mean, we got a note on this guy. Pushes all in on medium pairs. He's a slow player. Yeah, so we want to fast play him. We want to fast play the slow player. So we're gonna fold that. See, we wouldn't have hit anything anyways. I just really wasn't feeling it. We're trying to play 7-2 on this because, see, we can win a $1.05 pot. Now, we saw this flop for free. That's always a good thing. At this point, we just want to fold to any bet because we haven't hit anything. You know, if it gets down to the river and I land my trip jacks, maybe a full house, I'll think about continuing. Look at this. Yeah, I'm folding. He obviously has the ace. He's betting. You always generally believe the better until proven otherwise. Alright, we got a note on this guy. Take him to the cleaners. He's a pre-flop raise all in. He slow plays. Alright, we gotta watch out for this. There's a lot of slow players in these games. So you want to either out slow play the slow player, or like I said with that guy, you want to fast play him. Ooh, this is a 7 deuce. This is it. This is the hand. We're gonna call because we're trying to win this $1.20 pot. And we land it. We land the trips with the 7 deuce. Now we're gonna slow play this. We're going to win the 7 deuce pot. We're going to get the pot on top of that. Man. Yep. Alright. Now, At this point, I think I just want to go ahead and take down the pot. There is 4 people in here. Alright, we're going to build up the pot then. I'll just call him in order to get more money out of him. He checks to me. We're going to try and bluff him off this hand. Bet he gets 60 cents. See how this works out for me. Ooh, and we land the full house. It couldn't have been any better for us. We're going to bet it, and we want to show our hand when we win. Seven Deuce, congratulations. The side bet is won. It is beautiful. And that's $8.67 with a full house. Man. Yep. See, I knew that was going to happen. Because we're good like that. We know exactly what's up. And we're going to get off this table. Look at this. We have guys congratulating me. Bravo. Rocket Big Bluffer. And I just want to give a shout out to Poo Poo Irwin. He actually said I would never win the 7 Deuce. And I just want to tell you, Pooh, you were wrong. I won 7 Deuce. I got that big pot, and I got the 7 Deuce. So what now, Pooh? What now? There's nothing that you can do, Pooh, because I beat it. And guys, you too can be just like me. You just gotta play the 7 Deuce game. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and come back on this table right here. We want to post our big blinds. Yeah. It's too bad. We're gonna have to wait a whole another sitting, I think. Got pocket 9s here. That's good. That's good. Alright, and we're going to wait a whole route. We're folding to nothing but aces. If we have aces, we'll probably go all in. Ooh, King Queen. This is a hand you definitely want to try and play if you don't already have double your stack. So we're just going to try and deposit the money as quickly as possible. Part of poker, there's safe poker and there's wild poker. I play safe poker. You know, it's like safe sex. You just got to practice it every time. You can't get wild, or else your chips may not breed properly. And right now my chips were breeding. We don't want to do anything to affect that. We're going to jump off this table, deposit it as soon as possible, get on another table, and then continue playing. Just so we can make up for all our losses. Like this table, 30-cent loss. Look at this guy, all in. I have pocket 9s. We really don't want to risk it. This guy probably has aces or kings. I don't have a good read on him yet. When I get a better read, we can see what he has. But as of now, he may have a 2-3. You know, he may have a 5. But he probably has aces. So I'm just going to fold to him. You know, bravo. He got me. It's okay, though, because we put him on aces or kings. He can't trick us. The smart players, you don't let your confidence get in the way of folding. See, there's an EV. There's an expected value or an expected variance on your plays here. And I expect he has aces and kings. So he's got to expect that I'm going to fold. And sometimes we change it up on him because poker's a mind game. He's trying to tell me that he expects me to fold. He expects me not to have a hand, and then he just goes all in. Look at this, kings. I told you, aces or kings. Last time he had aces, this time he has kings. Man, we are good at reading. Yep. And unfortunately, the kings win. Sucks out on the ace 10 here, suited. That guy didn't make his flush draw. So we got a pro here. We're going to make a note on him. Alright, with AA and king, he goes all in. Slow play him. Fold unless aces. Yep. See, sometimes you got routine players who come here and they play for lunch money. They can't afford to lose. Like this guy, yeah, take him to the cleaners. Alright. We got notes on him. Yeah. He's a slow player. He slow played us, so we're just going to fast play him. And we've showed you these notes before. Just make sure you keep in mind how short my notes are. You don't have to spell anything properly. You can start using abbreviations. Unlike full tilt, we don't have the green bars and whatnot to identify the notes. You're just going to have to look right there. That means the notes. This is UB ultimate bet. We got an ace-9 suited. We're probably going to go in with this one, but we are up. We don't want to do anything to risk our chip. So unless we have 2 aces, we won't play on that table. Alright, I'm folding right here under the gun. You don't want to go in with a bad hand under the gun. They expect you to have a good hand, so only play good hands, because you have all your peers watching you. And you don't want any of your peers to frown upon you if you were to play a hand like that, and some guy like this one or this one would to raise and you just immediately fold. That doesn't look good for your table image. So we're trying to create an image here. After our image is already created, we can go in with a 6-10, because nobody's going to raise us, because they know we'll go all in, and we will break them. And nobody wants to get broken. I mean, I've done it to this guy. I've done it to him. That's why there's notes on him. Alright, we got a queen ace. We got some limpers. Alright, so we're going to raise 50. How did I get 50? Well, you double this guy's blind, and you add this guy's blind. Because he's a limper. We want to get him out of the pot. And it worked. He's out. Alright, and we're in the zone now, so we can turn off the music. Once you're in the zone, you don't want anything to harm you getting out of the zone. Look at this, we hit our ace. Now, there is a straight flush, or a royal flush, I'm sorry, possibility. We're going to go ahead and be very careful not to scare him out of the pot. So we're just going to bet a good 60 cents. That's a little less than half the pot. He's either going to go all in or he's going to fold. This guy chooses to fold. That's good. That's good. That's very good. We're betting 20 here. We have medium pair. We will fold to a re-raise because we don't have a flush. But he doesn't re-raise, so we take that down pot. Ooh, ace-10. That's a good hand. And finally, we don't get aces on this table. We're going to fold. We're going to get up and leave this table. That was so much for an ace-2 table. And alright, I'm going to call 5 cents. We want to slow play him. Yeah, slow play him. See that? We're trying to slow play him. And we land our 10. Alright, now the slow play has been made. We limped in so they don't think we have anything. We're going to bet 30 cents. Just like a feeler bet, you know, they're going to misinterpret it for a feeler bet. He's going to over the top and re-raise. We're going to call him and push him all in. Yep, it's because we have a good read on him. We know what he's doing. And we want to enter in some other tables. Keep the 4 tables, that's way you can maximize your profit. Let's go to Israel Highway, and we're already playing on Israel Highway. He folds, we're 6 cents up, we're 13 cents up. We're going to get off these 2 tables as soon as the blinds comes around. We're depositing our 13 cents, we're depositing our 6 cents. It may not be a lot, but that 6 cents is my small blind, and this is my big blind, and we got a couple extra for maybe some cookies at Subway. So we're going to go ahead and pocket that. Ace-Queen, this is a beautiful hand. We are under the gun with it. You know what? We're going to take a risk here. This isn't something we do often. We're going to raise to 40. We're playing it. And we're playing poker, guys. We want to go out on a winning hand, or maybe we can double up. Who knows? So we got a caller. Ooh, and it comes Jack 9-7. This guy, he probably went in with maybe a king-queen, maybe a king-jack or 2 pairs. So we're going to bet a good 60 cents. We want to try and scare him out of the pot. If he calls or re-raises, we fold. Look at that. He calls instantly. He may have a 10 at this point. We're gonna try to bluff him out again. We're betting $1.10. That way it'll just completely get him out of the pot. There we go. And we bluffed him. That's why they call me Big Bluffer. Alright, and we're gonna sit out. We wanna laugh at him. Ha ha, you got bluffed, yo. And then we just abruptly leave before he can say any witty comeback. That'll throw him off his game for ages. Alright, posting a big blind here. Fold and check since we're in the big blind and it's only a 2-3. If we can limp in and get a straight, that'd be lovely. Got a 5-10. Alright, we'll see how this phantom hand plays out. And like I said, you want to deposit this 6 cents. So I've posted the big blind, turned off. We're going to wait till the blinds come around, fold everything but aces, and we'll deposit the 6 cents. Alright, let's check out some of these tables. Alright, Naperville. Let's see how Naperville works out for us. Oh, Naperville's full. Huh. It's like a gated community. We got Featherway. Alright, we're going to Featherway. I'm depositing $5. You can see I do go all in quite often. Never good to lose $10. It's okay to lose 5. And we've already made some money. We're just waiting on aces, waiting on them good hands. Sometimes you bluff, sometimes you don't. Other times, you may just want to feel it out. You know, go with your gut instinct. Never change your gut instinct. That's what Doyle Brunson says. He says he feels people out and he can sometimes sense that either you're weak or you're strong. And that's why he goes all in. Because he senses they're weak and just wants to take down the pot immediately. I more tend to baiting people. You know, sometimes I take down the pot. I am guilty of that. That's just because I'm scared of them. You know, they got that fear equity. And it's always good to have the fear equity. If you win maybe 5 pots in a row and nobody sees your hand, you have a fear equity. They don't know what you're going in on. They don't know your hand range. They're just scared of you. And you got to use that to your advantage and make sure you don't give it away. Make sure you don't throw it down the drain. We got medium pair here. We'll slow play this because there is a flush draw on the board. We got a pretty good pot. There's a possibility, since all these limpers limped with us, that they have maybe a 7-8 or a 4-8. Going for gut shots and flush draws and straight draws and flush straight draws and royal straight flush draws. You know, there's all sorts of draws to be capable of here. Look at this. They got, so somebody probably has a 4. We're betting they have a 4. But we're going to try for the inside gut shot draw here. We want a 4, and we'll make our draw. We're bet all in if we land that 4. And at that point, we'll take down some money. Come on, 4. If he limps, we limp. Ooh, he didn't limp, though, so we're just going to get out of there. Oh, and he bets, so we fold. He probably has a 4-7. Maybe he has 2 aces and he was slow playing. Maybe he has a 5 and a 3. Maybe he knows that another pair card is going to come up and he's going to land a full house. And we had an 8. The highest card on that table, but it also landed the backdoor flush draw. That's probably what this guy was going for, the backdoor flush draw. He doesn't know how to play it, though. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, look at that. And the straight wins. Pocket 2s. We're trying for trips when we enter in with low pair. Usually, you know, 7s and lower, you don't want to raise with. You just want to limp in and then hit the trips or the quads. You know, maybe a full house from time to time. You can change it up. And, alright, I'm going to go ahead and limp in here. I need trips or quads to continue. So if we don't hit the flop, we'll just fold. Ooh, we did not hit the flop. Alright, in 506, we're going to deposit that 6 and get off this table. I think that's about wrapping up for tonight, folks. It seems that a lot of these people that are drunk seem to be getting off poker. They seem to have already lost it all. This is going to be the last round of blinds. And I just want to take a moment out here and give a message to our sponsors. Sea Cleaner. You can't get cleaner than the sea. Sea Clean. Alright. And I'm just going to go ahead and fold here because they bet to us. Taking off the big blind posting. We're going to go ahead and leave this table. We're leaving this table. Alright, we want to fold to everything but aces. I'm down 30 cents. But you can't look at it like you're down. You know, we are winning players. And we come here to win. And you don't necessarily want to stay on a table till you're completely bankrupt. But, you know, sometimes if you lose a hand, it's a bad beat, it's okay. Just go on with your life. Go ahead and know that you are better than all of these players. So what you're going to do is you're going to enter in more money, maybe even double it. Maybe from $5 you can go to $10, and you can just beat them. And you put a little note on a player, and you want to just break them, you know? Yep, you'll casually find people like that I have notes on. That way we know how they play. We can see whether or not to bluff them or to go all in on them. That's just how we do, folks. We're waiting for the 2 aces, though. We're going to wait another round. And this is UB. It's a great poker site. I have $57.29, not including this money right here that I have in play. So the total, you know, whatever these two amounts are, you just add them together. Let me hold on a second here. Alright, we got 57 point plus 470. Alright, that's $61.99. And we've been playing for, you know, maybe a little less than an hour. So if you take that, and let's say we made $10, alright, and we divide that by 60. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to go, okay, it's $10 that we made, and how many dollars is $10? Well, it's 10, but how many pennies is $10? It's 100. So we times that by 100, then we get 1,000. So then we take the hours, you know, 60, or it's 1 hour, which is 60 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and do 60 divided by 1,000, and that's 6 cents per minute that we're making. Every minute that goes by, we're making 6 cents, see? And you can get this by timesing 6 cents by 60 minutes. Okay, that's wrong there. My calculator must be broken. Alright, that's $16 an hour. Alright, you know, but you can figure out how to do this on your own. You can calculate the probability and the odds of making a certain amount of money per hour. We'll get into probability and odds on our next video. This has been How to Play Poker with Albino. Actually, we're gonna wait another 2 hands here. We have to wait for the aces, because I'm feeling that one of these hands, I think it'll be this hand that gives me aces. So we'll wait for 2 more hands. We never want to leave too early because we're wasting money. We paid 15 cents, that's the small blind plus the big blind, to see this amount of hands. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. We paid 15 cents to see 9 hands, and we will see all 9 hands. Oh, look at this guy landing his pair of 10s. King 5. You know, unfortunately, it didn't work out. Alright, and we're just waiting here. One more hand we're going to go ahead and see. Now, you know, you can always comment, give me some ideas, what exactly you want to know. Is it probabilities, odds, fold equality, fear equality? You know, maybe you want to know if I play higher stakes or lower stakes. Maybe it's some tournament game play you want to see. Maybe some free rolls or how to get your bankroll. Actually, I started my bankroll at $50 for free, and I've so far made it up to 60 some odd dollars. So you can see it's working out quite well for me. Eventually I'm going to become a millionaire just doing this. This is nothing but free money that I've been gotten. I'm going to go ahead and cash out once I reach maybe $200,000, $300,000, you know, and we'll start over from scratch, and we'll just do it again because it's fun. You can see that guy, he sucked out with his fours. Got trip fours. And we didn't get aces, so we're going to fold, leaving that table. Alright, $61.99, not bad for an hour's worth of play. You want to play between the prime hours at night when everybody else is drunk. So, this has been Albino, and thank you again. Have a good day, and a good playing poker with ya. How about that?